Yo, still Bills, what's the deal, man? It's Monday. We starting this week off right. I went against my cold yesterday and went to the zoo, man. I can't stand the zoo, Brody. But our zoo just so happens to be one of the doper zoos in the country. And I was jonesing for an Omaha Steaks burger, bro, and I got that. The double. That shit was fuego, too, on the hood. But I don't like going to the zoo. I ain't gonna go for it's gonna be at least a decade before I go again. Cause I don't fuck with that shit, man. But peep game, man. We got to get into this shit, man. And that, man, listen, man. We got a new player at 147 pounds, man. Santillo. Yo, stand the fuck up, Brody. Stand the fuck up. Stand up, bro. You man, for you to have Alexis Rocha, gotta practice my Espanol. But for you to do him like that, bro, I'm sitting here like, yo. I don't know if I don't do betting odds or nothing like that, so I don't know who's up and under. I don't know what that means. He's negative 350. I don't know what the fuck that shit mean. I don't know nothing about the odds or nothing like that in the Vegas odds, man. But what I do know is he was a favorite going into this fight, man. He was a favorite going into this fight, and everybody was expecting him to win. And when he came out looking the way that he looked, he couldn't put a dent in you, dude. Like you're durable, and he was doing really good body work. He was doing really good body work, and I just think he got lured into a firefight, and he was just gonna get your respect by any means necessary, and he never got it. And just the way he was cutting off the ring, we clearly saw who was the bigger puncher between the two of y'all, because he let one go, you let 3 and 4 go, and he go on the move. And I was encouraging him to do that, man. Like, yo, stop standing in the pocket, get on the balls of your feet, and walk him in the shots. But it was like you was suffocating him in there. You was suffocating them in there. You was closing the distance really good. And I just think the biggest takeaway from it was how durable you was, man, because he was laying some really good leather on you. He would be throwing 2 punch combinations to the body, bro, and you'd answer him with a 3 or 4 punch combination. And I'm like, God damn, what, you busted his nose in the first round? I had it about, I think I had, before the stoppage, I had about 4-4, not 4-4, but 2-2 going into the fourth round. I'm like, yo, this is a good fight. I'm like, I'm pulling for Alexis because he's a lot closer to title contention than you are. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there with some more notable foes, to my knowledge. I don't know what your resume is. I never heard of him until last night. I never heard of him until last night. But now I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, they got a real one in the division, man. And for you to go in there and stop this dude, I'm like, yo, what the fuck what just happened here? That was definitely an upset. That was definitely an upset, bro. Oh man, like that's a damn good win. Dropped him 3 times. I think you dropped him for the first time in what you didn't drop. Did you drop in the first round? It was one of them rounds you dropped him. I can't remember which round it was an early fight, but I forget which round you dropped him in. And he got up and he went back in the kitchen and did what it is that he was supposed to do, man. But it was just like he could not get distance between you and him. And I think that was a culmination of you not allowing him to dictate distance, and him also being stubborn and wanting to get that get back every time you would hit him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the fighter's mentality, a fighter's heart. I don't see anything wrong with it. But I just think sometimes fighters need to be able to make that adjustment, man. Put your personal feelings to the side. It's hard to do that when you're a prideful dude, and these dudes is fighters, so their pride is a fever pitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too mad at it. I understand it, man. But god damn, I was just fuck. I'm like, man, and when I would see you would do good. When you would get on your bike, you would do good. You would do good. You walk him in the shots. You were spinning out off of the shots that you would throw and land. I'm like, yo, you do keep using your movement. Keep using your lateral movement. At this point, that's the best thing you can do. You can't stand here and bang with this dude. You can't do it. You can't stand here and bang out with this dude, bro, because he is, he clearly the bigger puncher. He's the stronger fighter between the two of you. And it showed, man, like that, man. That dude got on some Roy Jones Jr. shit with the fucking six left hook combination, man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? What in the fuck is going on here, man? So it was a good win, or a damn good win, man. We got new, we got new life being poured into the welterweight division. I'm happy to see that. Hey, he's someone that needs to be pushed. Y'all definitely need to push him, and young man, because right now it's kind of desolate at welterweight. And we need new blood pumped into the division, man. So he's a motherfucker that should definitely be promoted properly. Because what I saw last night, I was overly impressed. Or not last night, but Saturday, I was overly impressed. That dude got busy. That dude got busy, man, and he's durable. Alexis Rocha is a fucking respectable puncher. Really respect. I think he has over a 50% knockout ratio in 23 fights. I think he got like 17 knockouts or some shit like that. Oh, yeah, something along those lines, man. So he's a respectable puncher. That's not no feather fisted welterweight. And for you to go in there and do that to him and take his best and able to dish out your best, I'm like, yo, you dig? We got to commend that dude, man. So yeah, y'all need to get behind this dude and push him. And if he's a top ranked fighter, that bet, bet that. Now we got the welterweights are being spread across platforms now. So I'm with that, man. It was somebody saying something about him versus Boots. I'd love that fight personally. I'd love that fight, him versus Boots. For him to go in there and do that to Rocha, I think that's a better win than any fight Boots has amassed at this time. But he does have a style that's complementary to Boots. So if you could be over there on the zone, if you could be, oh, was you honking at me? Sound like the cheapest creepers on. Shit. But if you're over there on the zone, if they don't have no problem, you're not even. Well, yeah, because allegedly, like I said, you're a top ranked fighter. I don't know if I don't know what it is. I don't know, but I'm sure they can lend you a Michael McKinson or whatever. Or bro, Cavaliasquez is that's a damn good test right there, man. I don't think I don't think it's fast tracking you if you went in there and did what you did to Alexis. Put you in there with goddamn someone like a Raslav Butayev or something like that, man. I haven't heard nothing from him since he lost to Stanionis well over a year ago. I mean, like let's get this thing going, man. Let's get this thing going. But I was really impressed watching that shit yesterday. He kind of gave me, I keep saying yesterday, Saturday is Monday morning. He was giving me Golovkin vibes with just how durable he was. It's not like slick head movement or nothing like that. It's hard punching, real good punch placement, good effective feet to cut off the ring and suffocate your opponent. He doesn't smother his work. He doesn't step in too deep into the pocket when he's there in rank. When he's in punching position, he doesn't step too deep into the pocket. He just he knows his distance, and the dude is the truth, man. Let's get him some big fights, man. It's just a matter of what big fights we can get him. It's just a matter of what fights we can get him. I mean, shit. I think you and Cody Crowley would be a dope one. I mean, shit, man. Like I think at this point, just get you in there with some more notable names on the same, on the same realm as a Rocha. Shit, man. He needs some more fights. And one more thing, I don't want this to be, I know I was looking at Alexis on Saturday while he was down, and he just was like, man, fuck, man. I worked my way all the way up here. Now I'm being dropped back down, but he already had a loss to Rashidi Ellis, but that was a points decision, man. He got stopped, and in the it's like 6 rounds on Saturday night. That's what happens when you take notable fights, and that shit should be commended. That should definitely be commended. I don't think he should be castigated for that loss. I didn't see nothing wrong with the loss. He got stopped, but that's what happens when you take dangerous fights. That shit is dope, and that's honestly what he needed. He's still early enough in his career where he can make just do. Every fighter ain't gonna be no champion, but you can be a damn good contender. Not even a gatekeeper contender, but a legitimate contender. You know what I'm saying? It took Dillian White up until last year to finally fight for his title. I don't want this dude to be disparaged or whatever because he got lost, because he got stopped. You dig? And that is just so, that's the climate of the American boxing market. If you lose, it's bad enough if you lose. It's even worse if you get stopped. So I don't think I think he needs to be fighting again come January, February. January, February, you need to be back in the ring. You got what it is that all right, cool. You done lost before. You lost to a you lost to an outboxer. You lost to a pressure fighter. Now work on shit that can get you right in that in between area to where the next time you face one of the two fighters, they won't be too much for you. I commend him for taking that fight, man. I do. I commend him for taking that fight. You learn out of losses. You learn out of losses. Not everybody is meant to go undefeated. Not everybody's meant to go undefeated, and a lot of these dudes are undefeated because of the caliber of competition that they're fighting. You fought some good opponents, man. Rashidi Ellis is a good opponent. Like I said, I think he beat Roman Villa. That's a good opponent right there. That's a good opponent. Matter of fact, Centillo should go fight him. That's a good fight right there. Y'all got a common opponent. Oh hell yeah. Go make that shit happen. That's a fight that we need. That's a fight that we need. But I don't want Alexis to go. I don't want him walking around with his head hung low. I don't want none of that shit, man. You fought credible competition. This is it's an unfortunate result a lot of times, but it is what it is. It happens. You got knocked out. It happens. Get back in the ring come February, come January. This should motivate you that much more, man. Like, keep grinding. Keep grinding. Maybe you can work yourself back up to a place where you can at least get, if you don't get no title, you can at least, put yourself in a position where you can avenge that loss. Rocha is a good fighter. Rocha is a good fighter. He's a quality fighter. He's a quality fighter. I'm with it. I fucks with him. I support the dude. You're going to get a good fight when you watch Alexis fight. You're going to get a bang out. And that's all we ask for in the sport of boxing, man. That's all we ask for, man. We're tired of the softer matchmaking and all that, man. Well, we ask for these fighters to get in there and risk it, and when he goes in there, he risks it, and he's not able to finish the fight off. He's not able to win it. He's castigated for it. Now, I don't think that shit is fair, bro. He needs to be commended for taking the fight and not being no hoe ass dude. So, salute to Alexis Rocha. And shout out to Santillo. We got a new one in the division. I want to see what this dude does, man. Rashidi Ellis needs to be the next. That needs to be the order of the day at the moment. Or maybe somebody else since he's off a loss still to Roman. So, but anyways, man, that's how I'm feeling about it, man. I'm about to get this day started. And I'll get with y'all later, yo. Deuces.